Hey guys, it's Drew. So, usually on this channel, I talk about music, art, and life, but today, I don't know, my brain is just empty. I tried filming this video like 2 times already, and it just didn't go anywhere, and I felt like I was being stupid. And I guess now I'm thinking about just the quality standard that I want to hold myself to. I guess there's a difference between, how do I want to say this? Perfectionism versus attention to detail. I think they can like overlap where if you obsess over the detail that can go into perfectionism. But I also do think they can be separated where there's perfectionism over here and then there's attention to detail over here. As an artist, you need to have that attention to detail. If you didn't have it, you simply just wouldn't be that good of an artist. And that's not only in like your output, but like your input as well. Like when you watch a TV show or something, like noticing the little expressions, like micro expressions in actors' faces, or how music can kind of blend with, I guess, the rest of the show. Like, you need that as an artist. Again, I don't think you'd be a very good artist if you couldn't notice those things. And maybe at the very least, like, you gotta care about that kind of stuff. And this is where it gets a little muddy. This is where, like, that overlap happens between attention to detail and perfection. As weird as it sounds, if you care too much about little things, then it's bad because you're just going to obsess over them and you're not going to end up getting anything done. And I guess it kind of depends on your skill too, but if you obsess over certain things, you don't really know what you're affecting. I'm a musician, right? So I'm talking audio mostly. But like it doesn't really matter if something should be at like -1 decibels in terms of like leveling versus -1.1 decibels unless you know exactly how it's going to affect the sound. I mean, oftentimes I don't even know that. Sometimes I, maybe just because I've been doing it for a good while now, I will notice the difference between that like .1 decibel change. But it's really easy to just, again, obsess over it and then you just don't get anything done. I kind of have a rule for myself for like my level of quality and what I want to put out there, and that is that something doesn't have to be perfect. It probably shouldn't be perfect. It doesn't even have to be good, right? The only question I'm asking myself is, do I like it as a creator? If the answer is yes, then of course I'll just leave it where it is and move on. I gotta get stuff done. But if and only if the answer is no, then I'll go back and try to tweak it. Like there's a bunch of songs that I just finished, like mixes of, and the two most recent ones that I did, the earlier one. I mean, I guess I could say that the guitars aren't like loud enough. It's not prominent enough. The cymbals are a little bit drowned. But again, I'm asking that question: is like, do I like it? Does this fit with what I'm going for here? And the answer is yes. Like I do like it. I think that the guitars being a little lower allows the synthesizer to kind of do its thing, and the vocals can just kind of be on top of everything. It's that kind of song where the vocals need to be on top of everything. But then the other song, the most recent one I'm still working on right now, again, I have similar problems where, okay, well, maybe not similar, but like the guitar is a little bit muddied, a little bit lower, but the synthesizer is also kind of low. The vocals are like really prominent, and the drums are, I like the drums actually. But then I ask my question again, do I like this? And I mean, I already said I'm still working on it, so the answer is no. But, you know, okay, I want the guitars to be just a little bit more forward. I want the synthesizer to cut a bit through the guitars a little bit more. And I want the vocals a little bit down because it's not that kind of song that needs super duper prominent vocals. I still want it to be loud, but my point in saying all of this is that that's what's kept me out of perfectionism. And, I mean, I have to really catch myself because if I'm left unchecked, I will fall into perfectionism. I'm sure many of you guys can also relate. So the times I just today tried to film this video like 2 times over, I asked that question. Did I like it? And the answer was no. So I'm filming this video instead. So what I'm presenting here is very simple, right? Just ask yourself this question, right? But it's not easy. I recognize that it is very hard to just take a step back and be like, okay, well, this is not perfect. It might not even be good, but it is the way that I want it to be. I'm not saying it's like bad to spend years and years on a album or a piece of work or something, because many people do that and then the end result ends up being incredible. And And I'm also not saying to just be like haphazard and just put things out there when they're clearly just like not done, even if you might say you like them. I think that's why I really like that phrase, attention to detail, because it captures like a good balance between just, putting things out there versus obsessing over things. And I mean, kind of because of this mindset, I have already released like 2 albums in the past 2 years, and I'm working on another. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that because I've not like officially announced that. But whatever. I guess I'm working on new music. Alright, well, that's all I've got to say. I am happy with how this video's turned out. No, it's not perfect. I think I stuttered a couple times in my voice. I probably didn't say everything exactly how I wanted to say it versus if I like wrote it out and practiced it. But you know what? I actually do think this video is pretty good. And I mean, of course, I liked it, like I said. So, I guess with that, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.